when you look at the podcast world as a whole, what I really just want people to understand and to hear me on is that, podcasting for most is a tool, right? It's a tool that you can use in complement to what it is that you're doing in the world. And ultimately, if you're talking about whatever it is that you're talking about and you love talking about that subject, if people show up and start listening and start downloading or start enrolling in relevant offerings, etc., that's really just a bonus, right? Because the key is just really think about it in terms of what can you talk about as if no one is listening and as if no one is paying you for it, because you just love talking about it. And if you come at it from that standpoint where you find a subject that really just puts fire in your soul and you really just love this particular subject, then you just stop getting so hung up on everything else in terms of the discovery, in terms of, the downloads and all that. And you're going to want to do it consistently. And because you love that subject, you'll show up week in and week out. And
Hmm.
ultimately, your passion is going to come through in every single episode that you do, right?
Yeah, I mean,
So,
I think that's so important that you have to have a passion for it because it's one of those things that this isn't like a 4 week trial. It's
yeah,
you're literally going to be doing this for the foreseeable future. And it's your podcast usually is about a certain subject or a certain category. It's not all over the place. So, whatever you're talking about, you have to be able to talk about for 52 weeks out of the year.
yeah,
That's it's a weekly dedication. So, it's something that whatever you do decide to do, I always tell people I have some videos on my channel about, how to start a podcast and how to start a successful podcast. And one thing I always say is like, whatever topic you decide to talk about, you have to make sure that you can talk about that consistently because this isn't something that it's like a one-time assignment and that's it. Like, make sure that you have topic ideas and things that you can really like expand on because sometimes people kind of dig themselves in a hole where they get too niche, I would say, where then it's like, okay, I don't even know what to talk about anymore. I'm not passionate about this. And then they give up. And that's probably 75% of the people that don't have don't have consistent podcasts. And it's because they didn't think that this is something, they didn't think about, okay, how can I talk about this week in and week out?
yeah, yeah. And your point's really well taken. And so, yeah, I mean, again, it's a wonderful industry. It's a wonderful way to build your credibility, build your authority, elevate your status. And it's a wonderful way for you to even just keep in touch with your fans and those who want to hear from you on a consistent basis. And at the end of the day, you want to have fun with
Right.
the show. And
Right.
if it's not fun for you, you're going to stop doing it. Because if you look at it in your calendar and you go, ugh, I got to do another show, eventually you're just going to stop doing them.
Exactly. Especially when it's probably not making you a lot of money. Like it's,
Right.
it's probably, especially if you don't even love doing it and like you just started, you're probably not even seeing $1 from it yet. So that's for even harder to do something that you like with literally no reward at the end of it.